Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 4 of the Stardrive Let's Play. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. You know, 'tis the season, and as it is the season, things are gonna happen which will cause delays. People get sick, presents need to be bought. You know how it is. Let's move on. So, I think the last game, Sad 3, we were playing Sad 3. Ignore this, I was just fooling around on my own time, but we were on Sad 3. So we're gonna just load that up here. So how's your week? Mine was okay. Working, as you probably experience in your own life, working. Alright, so we're in. So we're in. What was I doing? I also did something a little bit naughty, I guess you could say that. I deleted all my ship designs in my other games I was playing because I didn't like them. So we have to make new ones, unfortunately or fortunately. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get rid of these. Going to just scrap the ships here. Scrap them. Now, the thing is, when I go to redesign my ships, I want to design them with a philosophy in mind. I don't just want to create like absolutely anything. I want to do it with a philosophy. What is that? 25? Sure, that we'll keep it like that. Let's hold on. Let's get some spies going just to protect ourselves. Okay, so I want to do a philosophy where I kind of want a balance between speed, cheapness, and firepower in the sense that it can kind of deal with everything. Like a balanced craft. You know, like how in the military you have like the main battle tank sort of thing and they just produce that one thing forever. I kind of want that for this game. So I think we're going to do that right now. Let's see what we got going on here. It's been a while. Sorry guys, it's been a while. I don't really know what I have in this playthrough. Okay, yes, alright. Alright, so let's go to the ship designer. So I want to start here. This nice little light little fighter here. Sorry guys, I burped. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what we did before. If you remember, in a couple episodes ago, we had the wings. We had two SRMs that shoot, you know, a salvo of 2 at 45 damage. That's 90 damage total, so 180 as an alpha strike, as it were, like front loaded. And we're gonna put one low PD there. Nope, one low PD there. And we're gonna have that. Oh, cockpit. You need cockpits in order to run the ship, obviously. And we're gonna do nuclear reactors, and then we're gonna have combat warp. Go to the ship will make the combat behaviors will make head-on attack runs on its target, and we're gonna have it conservative. So whenever it takes like 50% damage, it'll automatically leave and return to base to repair. So I think this is a very nice light craft. Very light fighter craft as a sort of a mainstay, like the main battle tank of the light fighter craft. So we got, what do we got here? Yeah, so we got 27 production, which is pretty good. That means we can pretty much pump them out almost on any planet almost instantly if you have like a decent sort of production rate on the planet. That's like initial production rate tied to the planet. Yeah. And our upkeep is pretty much for free. Not really, but it's like 0.1, so that means we can produce 10 of these before we're cutting into like 44. So if we produce 10 of these, that'll bring us down to 44 if you look at our total credits here, the rate of credits coming in. It's pretty good. Power capacity 20 doesn't really matter because this is ordnance-based weapons. Power recharge doesn't really matter. FTL time infinite, that's what we want. FTL speed very fast, 55.19k. That's pretty much instant, not really instant, but you know what I'm saying. Turn rate of 52.2. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for what it is. Ammo time of 38 seconds. That has a very long staying power. Ordnance capacity, not really important. We just want to know the ammo time. FVS power. The FCS power is basically it ties to how many targets the ship can shoot at once, and it can fire on 2 targets maximum. That's a FCS power. God, I'm struggling with that word. I don't know why. So our ship offense is, however, at 42.1. Not very great. You know, a lot of the enemy races aren't going to respond positively to that. And by positive, they're not going to fear us and be scared of our little dinky craft. Like, oh, you got a little dinky craft? Oh, I'm terrified. They're not going to be terrified of that. So I should probably explain ship offense. So ship offense is kind of mostly tied to the diplomacy with this game plus the mod. It's the black box mod. Now what happens is if you have like a bunch of ship offense going on, like tens of thousands, when you are diplomatic with other races, they will know your ship, your fleet strength, and the ship offense, and then they'll react differently. They'll be very fearful of your fleet. And they'll act in a certain way. So this is kind of what ship offense is tied to. It's tied to the diplomacy in the game. So higher ship offense, or the total ship offense in your fleet gets carried over into the diplomacy, and they have a different reaction. So there you go. So I like this craft. It's nice and cheap. We could, like a quick response craft. I'm gonna save it. So let's see if we can save it. Light mainstay fighter. There you go. Just to remind us that this is going to be our like mass production craft. Okay. Yes, overwrite. I did delete the designs. It's just it forgot. It forgot. Okay, so here we go. This is our medium craft now. So same philosophy. I'm not going to do energy weapons. I kind of want to do ordnance. I like the ordnance in this game. I'm sorry. I just do. I probably will go back to energy cannons at some point, but I just want to do ordnance right now. I'm into that sort of stuff. I'm sorry. So same sort of philosophy, but what we have here is a fighter torpedo. Now, if you look at the stats here at the fighter torpedo, it cannot target fighters, but it can target anything else. So corvettes, frigates, whatever. So I think that's going to be pretty good to have. Let's have like a 1 fighter torpedo right there. That way we can do some nice heavy alpha punch right there. I hope my little click of the tongue came through properly. But yeah, we have a nice little alpha, and we're probably gonna do this same thing. Gonna do small combat, small warp, and then we're gonna go to maybe 1 little ballistic cannon. Do that. Put the cockpit behind the fighter torpedo. And then maybe a couple more ordnance here. Just okay, so here's our ammo time, I should say. So it's the same thing that we had with the light craft. The light craft that we made like a couple minutes ago was at 38. This is pretty much the same thing. Ship offense is 64.5, so it's a little bit more stronger. Turn rate, not so good. It's got 36.8, so that means it's pretty much going to be half the turn rate of our lighter craft. So it's not going to be super dogfighty. But let's also look at the production cost. It's, you know, a little bit more expensive. That's fine considering what it is. But look at the upkeep cost. It's just 0.2. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, but let's also look at what we have here for like combat capabilities. We have the fighter torpedo, we have 1 PD Vulcan cannon, we have 2 SRMs, and we have like a smattering of small ordnance. So I think this is kind of decent as a craft. So I'm gonna save this. We're gonna call it the medium mainstay fighter. Medium mainstay fighter. There we go. Yeah, sure. So now we're on to the heavies. Ballistic again. Okay. So now we have to make a decision here. I'm thinking for the heavies, because we have a 2x2 slot here, I think we can just maybe put like 2 MRMs right here. Go here. Do that. Just to maximize our coverage. Just get all set up here. Yeah. So we have this, and then we do SRMs. just to add to the firepower a bit. And then we have maybe PD right there. Yes, yes. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, yes, there we go. Okay, great. So now we can do that, and now we can, oh, no, do this. Then we get 1 PD. And then we go small engine, small warp, and then we just fill the rest in with small ordnance. Now you may be noticing, well, how come I'm not using the armored ordnance locker? Well, I kind of want the fighters to remain somewhat mobile still, right? So if we look at the turn rate here, the turn rate's at 27.4 degrees a second, which is pretty low. That's even lower than the medium fighter craft that we just made. So if we just did armored, now it's at 20. That's you know, it's not that big of a difference. It's obviously going to be a little bit more armored. It's going to absorb a little bit more shots, but I still want to have like a good turn rate, you know? Of course, what I could also do is have it just forward face. So the ship, oh, come on. All right, so text isn't. Okay, the ship will rotate, so forward, okay, okay, so basically the logic is when I click on the arrow, it will just face forward, and the maximum range weapons that it has, it will fire those maximum range weapons at maximum distance, the max range of the weapons, and it'll stay there. It'll basically be a mobile turret at that point. I could set it to that, but then I'm kind of missing out on the firepower potential of the SRMs, but I could maybe in theory get away with a little bit more, like less like ammo, like small ordnance, because if I'm at range, then that means I won't be using up, say, the ammo for the SRMs. It'll just be these two being the primary weapons. So maybe I could even just add maybe like two PDs here and another one there, maybe. You know what? I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep it at attack run. You know, just keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what they say. So let's look at what we got here. I kind of like the design here. We got 48 production cost. We got 0.2 upkeep cost. We got power, capacity, and don't care. Power recharge, don't care. Nothing is using energy weapons. We got recharge at warp. Great. Infinite FTL time. That's what we want. FTL speed, not good. Sublight speed, it's decent. We got our ammo time of 32.7 seconds. And we got a sentry range of 40k, who cares? Ship offense, though, as you can see, is 270. That's pretty good. So if we made a ton of these, and assuming that the enemy doesn't have like a bigger fleet, then we could make them scared and get them to give us like more goodies. In theory, at least, in theory. And we have a FCS power of 2, so we can technically attack 2 targets at once. So yeah, this is an okay ship, you know, a nice heavy fighter craft that has 2 MRMs, 2 SRMs, 1 Vulcan cannon, you know, a nice heavy craft, nice and heavy. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to make that heavy mainstay fighter. I'm very creative with my names. Yes, overwrite. I did delete the saves. I guarantee it. The game's just being weird. Alright, so let's do this. Technically, this is technically called the Bomber. So, you know what? I'm going to support that philosophy. I'm also going to call it the Bomber. But we need bombing stuff. Things that like a bomber would use. God, do we not have bombing stuff? We don't. I mean, we have this, but that's more for planets. It doesn't attack, like, ships or anything. But there is bombs in this game where, like, you can attack ships. I do not have the bombs. No, I do not. Fuck. I can't complete my design. Okay, so we'll leave that for now. I think I'm just going to get rid of these then. Go back to... Oh, where is it? Where are you? I know you're here. Yes. Now, this is in the energy section. you research fusion reactor and you go to cold fusion, and this will give you access to the ion bombs. Now these ion bombs are actually very legit. They're very legit. They do both damage and they do EMP damage. Now I don't remember if I explained it, but EMP damage basically disables ships. It stuns them. So these are very good bombs to have. I don't think there are other bombs though. I don't think so. I don't remember. There are other kind of bombs? I think I only know those. Like there's no like bomb, you know? Like just like a bomb. Usually just energy bombs. Well, that looks to be it. I mean, there's other bombs here. Antimatter bomb. And there's shield bomb. And then there's melt bomb. Okay, whatever, fair enough. But yeah, these ion bombs are pretty legit. Highly recommended if you're playing this game and you like want to make like a bomber, like the Y-wings from Star Wars. Get the ion bomb. There you go. So we're gonna quit. I'm gonna reduce my tax rate just to bring up the rate of science or science points once again. Now let's see what we got here. I'm not gonna touch these plants. They're kind of dead. Like our richness is at 94. Don't want to touch that. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. What do you got? What do you got? Oh, Pluto. Click on the Pluto. Okay, fine. I'll scroll. Stupid game. All right, so we have an underhive here. I forgot to capture it. I'll just make a troop. Uh-oh. I think I might have caused a problem here. Uh-oh. Because now that troop will automatically just like discover that. But sometimes these underhives might hide dangerous stuff. Of an operative, your engineers just managed to... Oh, what? I got 3 ships? Fuck yeah. Oh, I got 2. Alright, so let's check these out. I haven't had these. Holy piss. Look at that. 3,027. What? Try that again. 3,927. There we go. So this is pretty good. I think I'll keep these. If nothing else, because this is the ship offense, ship strength. I'll just keep these just to have for diplomacy. So there we go. And who's this guy gonna do? I think I'll have you for ship defense duty as well. Yeah. So we have a frigate hull. I don't think I showed off the frigates yet, so let's go back to that. I remember last episode I said I was gonna show off the frigates, and I never did. So now I'm gonna go here. So again, the same philosophy here. I want to create a ship that is balanced. I kind of want to deal with all targets. I want it to be cheap. I want it to be like something I can build a lot of. But I also don't want it to die a lot. So we're going to use a small PLA plasteel. Now this is basically the lighter version of small steel. But look at the difference you have here. You have 20 mass. So in this game, mass corresponds to, say, turn rate and sublight speed, which is your maximum movement speed, basically. But you have a maximum, like, armor of 850. This is in contrast to, say, the plasteel armor, which has a mass of 9. That's pretty significant. But it only has a health of 625. But honestly, I'd rather have the mobility. I'd rather be able to turn. I'd rather be able to do some motion here. I don't want to be a sitting duck. So I'd rather have plasteel for my ships than just regular steel. So I'm going to use that. So we're just going to do this. This is just the initial outline. I probably will remove some of this as we keep going. So keeping in with the philosophy of cheap. Nice and cheap. Do that. And let's see. I think we're gonna have a combat thruster here because it's nice to have like be able to get to the fight too, but once you get there, if you're a sitting duck and don't have like good combat mobility, you're kind of screwed. So we have that. Let's see, do I have hangars? I do have drone launch. Okay, so hold on. Before I do this, I want to show off the drones here. So this is part of the combined arms mod. In the original vanilla version, you don't have access to drones, but you do in this, which is another, you know, amazing aspect of the combined arms mod. It adds so much content. I love it. So you need a basic drone command module. That's basically your cockpit. You need that. And no, we're not going to use this. So let's see. I think a little bit of a mixture. I could use a drone cluster bomb bay, but as you can see, it can't target fighters, it can't target corvettes. It's kind of useless. It's like you can only be used versus frigates. I'd rather not have that. But we do have a drone missile launcher, or rocket launcher, as it should say. I think this is a good design. Yeah. So basically, you can kind of make the drones as expensive as you want, because I'm not sure if it's a glitch or not, but you can't build these drones normally as if they were any other ship. You only can build them from drone launch bays. But the interesting thing is the drone launch bays that launch the drones are for free, right? So you can get away with making drones as super expensive as you want, and production cost, upkeep cost, all this sort of stuff doesn't really mean anything too much. So yeah, I like this design. It's going to be more of an anti fighter corvette sort of thing, mostly for anti fighters, just to get them off our frigate's tail. So I'm going to save that. Call it the attack missile drone. There we go. So we're gonna go back to our little gunboat here. This is the lightest frigate class. Burped again. The lightest frigate class. So same logic. Same logic, just to get an nice outline going. Just bam bam. And then we go to bridge. So the bridge is better than just having a cockpit. We have our sensor range of 80k. That's double than the cockpit, so we can see further. We can get rid of the fog of war a lot further than we would have normally. We have our FCS bonus of 4. That means it can fire on 5 targets maximum, because there's already an FCS already integrated into the ship of 1. So yeah, so we get 5 maximum. And we have a cost of 10. We got an offense of 2.3, mass 150. It's pretty heavy, especially in comparison to the cockpit, which has a mass of 2 mass. Side by side has a mass of 4. Bridge has a mass of 150, so there's quite the difference here. Maybe I'll have to change it. Maybe I'll just have to do a side by side cockpit. Okay, so we have a power of 8, power warp, -10. Repair is good. It's 100 repair. This is in comparison to, say, the cockpit or even the side-by-side cockpit. So yeah, maybe, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to replace it with just a side-by-side cockpit here, just to reduce the weight. I think the weight is way too high for a ship of this class. It needs to be able to move. Like, it doesn't have the horizontal components. It needs that mobility to stay alive. So I'm also gonna, oh, I already did that. So drone launch. So I kind of want drone launches just to give it some cover against enemy fighters and to add a little bit more mobile firepower. So there we go. I kind of like this design already. So now we need shields. It's a good idea to have shields, I feel, in this game, just as a rule of thumb. It's better to not have shields than to not have shields. So we have recharge at warp at 36. You know what? I might as well just give it another bam, just like that. There we go. All right, so this is already coming together already. So let's see what we got here. Ballistic cannons. Don't like it. Okay, so what can we have for firepower? You know, we can have a point defense here for missiles. This is our anti-missile missile launcher. You could have that. We could also put maybe a Shadow Storm here just to take care of any like smaller craft, corvettes, that sort of thing. And then maybe have maybe 2 MRMs here, or 4 of them I should say. The MRMs, single launchers, attack both fighters and corvettes, that sort of thing. So decision. Like I said, I want it to be somewhat balanced though. I almost feel like maybe having an anti-capital ship missile just so it can deal with like any frigates that it comes across. Just to have something, you know? I don't know. That's the thing about this game. You're always like, what should I do here? What should I do? So, assuming we want this design, we have an upkeep cost of 0.9. I think we can cut it down to maybe a little bit cheaper. Might just have to get rid of this. Yeah, we can get rid of that and just give it a 0.8. How low can we go here? How low can we go? Yeah, but obviously we're not going to have that. We need some sort of armament here. We can't have it at 0.7 with no armament. That means it's useless. It needs something. These are just for support, right? You know what? Maybe that will be a good idea. Put that there. The reason why I'm putting it back here a little bit more is because if the shields do go down and it's getting hit from the front, at least 2 layers of plasteel will cover the MRM launchers a bit. You know what also I could do, just to mix it up? I could go MRM here, here, and then here, here. Now the reason why I'm crisscrossing this, that way if the front does get taken out, at least it doesn't lose all its sort of anti-fighter capabilities, you know what I'm saying? Because if I put 2 MRMs here and they all get taken out, well, it's a sitting duck against anything less than a frigate. So yeah. Gosh. What should I do? I could, let's see, did I keep it 0.8? No, it doesn't, fuck. How about this? Okay, so I could just put like 2 Vulcan cannons just to round it off a bit. Fuck! It's 0.9 again. Okay, the game is saying I'm not allowed. What about this? Okay, maybe I could just keep it like that then. So our ship offense is 513. That's not too bad considering that we have 211 production, 0.8 upkeep cost. We can't bring it lower than that. If we want to keep the shields on the craft, it needs to be up here. I don't think we have a choice. So we have shield power at 4,000, almost full complete coverage. I could probably move this down a bit just to cover the back. Maybe I will do that. Cover the back. Yeah, now we have full complete coverage. Let's check the arc just to see the coverage. Yeah, this is pretty good. Not 100% where I want the shields, because if we bring it up a bit more, we could almost have it cover this shield. So if this shield goes down, this shield will cover this shield while that shield recharges. But because now we're trying to cover the back, now if this shield goes down, it's pretty much on its way out. So it's not 100% super efficient. But, you know, I don't really have a lot of room to play with here. Only got so much room. So let's review. So we got 2 anti-capital ship missiles, basically designed against, you know, frigates mostly. We got 2 MRMs for fighters and anything else, 2 class 1 shields, and 2 drone launchers against fighters and all that other good stuff. With a FCS power of 3 and a ship offense of 513. Not bad. I think we'll keep it for now. So light mainstay frigate, save that. So now we have our heavy frigate, I should say. So same philosophy, but we have a lot more space to work with now. So bam bam bam, oh bam 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 bam. So same philosophy, cheapness, effective, do that. Gonna have another combat thruster there, and 2 there. Wondering if I should put a bridge here or not. Actually, I forgot to check something. Hold on. Everybody just relax. It's considered a carrier now because I have drones. The frigate we just made. Ah, turn rate 20. That's pretty good for a frigate. So yeah, that's all I wanted to see. Okay, so there we go. Nope, too expensive for what it is. Do that. Do that. Do one of these. Now I'm debating whether I should add a bridge or not. It's just like the mass is so high. The mass is so effing high. Like, look at this. 42 turn rate right now. Oh, pretty much 43 if you round it up. Add a bridge, 31. Holy fucking shit, that's heavy. I almost feel like not even bothering. I think, yeah. I think I'm going to keep it like that. Too heavy. Too heavy for a ship like this. Doesn't have enough azimuth. Is that the right word? Azimuth? So, do I want to put small torpedo tubes? I'm going to vote no. I'm going to vote no, just because of the range. I might consider putting, anti-capitals, though. You know what? Let's keep with the philosophy. I like having these, just having a nice sort of flank. And let's see. Put that there, just so it can cover. Here. Here. So now we got 3 shields. Complete coverage. Could, no, let's see. Did I get complete coverage if I do that? Yeah, there we go. Okay, complete coverage. Oh, but recharge at warp is 194. I don't like that. Yeah, but where am I gonna put the fuck? I like the 3 shields because now we have one in the middle, and it's like the one in the middle can cover all of them. So, but now we have a power issue. $200. Fuck. Oh, there we go. No, I still have a power issue. Fuck, man, this is not good. The thing is, if I get hit in the rear, and the shield goes down in the rear, and anything hits the nuclear reactor, everything is done. It's basically done. I feel like I could almost space it out. Fuck. It's hard to make a good design. Okay, do that. 2 anti-capitals. Thing is, I need room for ordnance as well. What am I gonna do? I could make this. Oh, I don't like it. No, it needs to be good versus stuff. Corvette. The range is too low. Nice and balanced. Balance. Nice and balanced. Could just do that. And that. And that'll be that, honestly. I almost feel like, yeah, ship offense is at 604. A little bit higher than what we had. I could maybe get it, squeak a little bit more out of it, but I need some room for ordnance here as well. Can't just keep on filling it up with weapons. Could do that as well. And that. Okay, that's 800. Okay. That's a little bit. I don't know. A little bit too expensive, I feel. 1.1? Really? I don't think so. I don't think so. That's 1. Yeah, okay, I think I'm going to keep it like that. Just one upkeep at 640. Not really what I want, but what can I do here? There's not much I can do. Get rid of that. But then it doesn't really have like anti-missile capabilities. Could do that, but that's 1.1 again. It might have to be like that, maybe. I don't know. Got 697. Got an ammo time of 49. That's pretty good. Turn rate of 26. That's pretty good. Might have to be like that. Or I just get rid of this and, you know, do that. See, this is why it's a little bit of a hair raiser, hair puller. When you're like consciously trying to make something decent, it can be kind of difficult. If I did that, I don't want the 1.1. It has to be at least 1. It's got a lot of like firepower though. It can deal with a lot of crap. So I don't know. Attack missile drone. It's got all that good stuff. It's got 3 MRM turrets. It's got 2 MRM single launchers. Let's review once more. 697 offense, 3 FCS power, ammo time of 49 seconds, turn rate of 26.5. It's got an upkeep cost of 1, which is, you know, for something like this, we don't want to make it too high. Production cost of 258, that's okay. Infinite warp time. Ship repair, it's not very good ship repair. If this thing is going to get hit and it's going to be heavily damaged, it's pretty much done. Ship power, shield power I should say, 6,000 spread across the whole ship. It's not bad, not great, not terrible. It can deal with any target. It's okay. I think I'm going to keep it. I'll keep it. So let's call this the Heavy Mainstay Frigate. Yes. Overwrite. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm going to cut it here, guys. For the next episode, I'll be designing our bomber once this is done. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.